Well, hi everyone, my name's Chris and I'm here again for another camera lens review, my first one for a little while, and today I have the Samyang 8mm f3.5 fisheye lens. Here you go, fisheye in all its beauty, the nice round front element, I love that. This lens has become very popular and very talked about. It's very cheap for a fisheye lens, it's about a third to a half the price of most other fisheye lenses on the market, and that's probably because it doesn't have autofocus, it's manual focus only. It's made by Korean company Samyang, who are getting bigger and bigger on the market recently. This one is branded Rokinon, if you can actually read that. Samyang actually licensed their lenses out to all these different named companies such as Rokinon, Walimex, Opteka, they're another brand too. This is available for pretty much every camera system, Canon, Nikon, Sony. There's a special version for Micro Four Thirds. Like I said before, this lens has become very popular and I've had my copy for about 4 or 5 months since Christmas and I've just been enjoying it so much. So it's a very cheap lens, of course, but is it just a piece of trash when it comes to image quality? Well, I guess I'll better start with some video to show you. The fisheye effect is basically extreme barrel distortion. This is an 8mm fisheye lens, so it's especially designed to work on APS-C digital cameras. Lots and lots of field of view is being crammed into the corners of the image to give this kind of a fisheye effect. Fisheye lenses are ultra wide angle. I'm almost getting a 180-degree field of view here. Normal ultra wide angle lenses have this distortion corrected in the corners as much as possible to give you straight lines in your image. But a fisheye lens is deliberately distorted as a creative device. Fisheye photography is tons of fun, but it's also a little tricky. Moving the camera even just a little will hugely change the composition of your image. It's also hard to get a level image. You often get wonky horizons. There are lots of situations where the fisheye effect is particularly neat. It looks good in pictures of churches and other huge buildings. The ultra-wide-angle nature of the lens will also make small places look really big, like this living room. If you have any subject with lots of straight lines, then warped fisheye distortion looks really neat. So fisheye lens photography is fun, but how about this lens in particular? I'll start with the build quality. The lens is built really well. It's mostly made of metal, so it's really tough. You could probably defend yourself quite nicely with it. The focus ring is really smooth and well damped, just like camera lenses from the 60s. You can adjust the aperture using this special aperture ring. Here it's 3.5 all the way down to f22. The aperture cannot be controlled by the camera, but this isn't really a big deal to me. The scariest thing for most people will be that this lens doesn't have autofocus. You have to focus the lens yourself. But this isn't really a problem at all. Because it's a fisheye lens, everything is pretty much in focus anyway. Let me show you. This is an image where the lens's aperture was set at f3.5 and the focus was at minimum focus distance. Look at the background. This is as out of focus as you can get with the lens. This lens is just really easy to focus. So how about image quality? Well, really it's fantastic news. This is where the lens shines. Okay, I'll start by saying that at f3.5, the image quality is quite murky. It's kind of sharp, but there's lots of ghosting in the image, which you can see even on, quite small prints. So that's a bit disappointing. But the good news is that when you set the lens to f5.6, the quality of the picture really couldn't get any better. The image is extremely sharp from corner to corner with very little chromatic aberration. And this is on my Canon 60D with an 18 megapixel sensor. As you can see from these examples, in the image there's almost no flare coming from bright light sources. The colors and contrast of the lens are just excellent. So basically, the image quality at f3.5 is a little poor on this lens, but at pretty much every other aperture it's fantastic. So what I do, I just leave the lens at f5.6 and get perfect images. Obviously you don't get lots of light coming through, which is a bit of a shame, but there you go, it's just a cheaper lens. At f5.6 the picture quality is perfect. Considering the fantastic picture quality of this lens, it's incredibly good value. It's so much cheaper than the other fisheye lenses on the market. It's just really great. Like, most professional photographers or just normal photographers don't really want to use the fisheye lens effect all the time. It's not something you just crack open for every single shoot you go on. So spending, you know, £500, $600 on a fisheye lens that you're not even going to use that much just doesn't quite make sense. But now we've got a fantastic quality fisheye lens just for much cheaper. I really highly recommend this. It's so much fun. It can really change your photography. I've been living in the same town for about 8 years now, 7 or 8 years, and the town where I live has become a little boring. It's very pretty. So I've just been going around recently with this fisheye lens, taking pictures of everything, and the whole town just looks different. This kind of lens can really fuel your creativity, and it's not too expensive. It's fun to use. I really highly recommend it.